Michel Barnier is being handed a huge boost in Brexit trade talks, as David Frost's threat to end the transition period without a deal is expected to become meaningless once Joe Biden becomes U.S. president, UKIP founder Alan Sked has suggested. EU and UK negotiators will make further efforts next week as they look to strike a free trade deal. However, both sides have once again warned that very serious divergences remain in the talks. Mr. Barnier, the EU's chief Brexit negotiator, briefed national ambassadors and MEPs on Wednesday, claiming that the 12 days of intensified talks had left the two negotiating teams far apart on issues such as the level playing field and fishing rights. He wrote on Twitter, despite EU efforts to find solutions, very serious divergences remain on the three main outstanding issues. These are essential conditions for any economic partnership. Mr. Barnier's British counterpart David Frost also briefed Prime Minister Boris Johnson on the state of play. He then tweeted, "Progress made, but I agree with Michel Barnier that wide divergences remain on some core issues. We continue to work to find solutions that fully respect UK sovereignty." With time running out to secure a deal before the Brexit transition period comes to an end on December 31, talks are now paused while both sides reflect on next steps. Formal talks are expected to resume in London on Sunday or Monday. The government insists it is still preparing for the possibility that talks will collapse without reaching agreement on a deal before the end of the transition period next month. However, in an exclusive interview with Express.co.uk, UKIP's founder Alan Sked suggested Mr. Johnson's threat to leave without an agreement might soon become meaningless because of the outcome of the US election. Professor Sked said, "It is no secret that Boris decides things at the last minute. He did it with Brexit and will likely do it this time. If Donald Trump wins the election, there is obviously more chance that Boris will go for a no-deal Brexit. He will get tougher all of a sudden, particularly on fishing." The prominent Eurosceptic added, "If Joe Biden wins, I suspect he will go for a deal so that he won't upset the Americans over Ireland." BBC Newsnight policy editor Lewis Goodall echoed Professor Sked's claims, saying that a victory for Mr. Biden would all but guarantee a Brexit deal. He claimed that the former vice president, and the Democrats, were suspicious of Brexit, as they see it as the British version of Trump. Mr. Goodall explained, on top of this, Biden has strong ties with Ireland and the Irish American caucus. He has made clear he expects there to be no consequences to the peace process in Ireland and is essentially committed to the softest Brexit possible.